Greetings to you, Science. This is Luandile here, the leader and the instructor of Manikwe School. And if you don't know what Manikwe School is actually a school that is dedicated to teaching programming by means of problem solving rather than going through a textbook, going through those notes, going through a theory. No, we don't teach theory. We assume you already went through a textbook, what you want and what you actually need. We assume you need to work on your programming skills. So that is why we have Manikwe School. That is why we have a school that is dedicated to teaching beginners different ways of doing things wrongly, because that's actually one of the keys when it comes to becoming a best programmer or developer rather. You gotta know how to do things in a wrong way. That way you will eliminate all those mistakes that you might do when you actually work on something serious, something huge, right? So with that being said, let's jump on to the question I'm actually working on today. It's exercise 2.16, as you can see. However, in case you did not know, this is the textbook we're using. You can find it online, of course, and I am also going to leave a link to that PDF, right? Okay, right now what you want to do is to simply create a project, and we'll simply call it exercise 2.16, and then we'll choose location. Oh, another thing, you guys, so that you know, I'll only have one solution for this problem. You will see it yourself. It's a pretty straightforward problem, so there's literally no need for me to waste time trying to show you guys different ways of doing it, because it is pretty straightforward. I mean, if you've been following me up to now, you definitely should know how to go about solving that problem. We've been through challenging problems than the one we're about to do, so that's why I decided not to give more than one solution. Okay, so it's actually 2.16. We'll call it B because we will only be having one solution. It's something straightforward. You will see it yourself, you guys, because I've already checked out the question. So it's on page 95. I want to make sure everyone can see. Okay, so it's a geometry problem. Area of a hexagon. Write a program that prompts the user to enter the side of a hexagon and displays its area. The formula for computing the area of a hexagon is given. This is what we have. So what we want to do is to go to the next page and look at the sample run. So where S is the length of a side, so here is a sample run. Okay, so let's jump onto our IDE and see what we can do. Again, we're only going to be having one solution for this problem. Why? It's pretty straightforward. So we're not wasting time here, but what we're doing, we're learning. However, if you think I only gave one solution, the same way I will on this problem, and you think somehow I should have given more than one solution, let me know, you guys, because I don't want to make wrong assumptions. You see, from my perspective, this problem is pretty straightforward. However, you might not think so. So in that case, let me know down in the comments that Luandile, sometimes we do need more than one solution, even though you're not thinking that's worth it, right? Yeah, you folks let me know, because of course it has been quite a while since I've been doing programming, so I might make negative wrong assumptions, but there's only one way I can know, and that is if you do let me know if you want more than one solution on a given problem. Of course I can upload it anytime, right? Okay, so what you're gonna do here is to simply create a scanner. Go scanner. Simply gonna create a scanner as always and close it. What is this? Oh, I forgot the word a scanner. Import scanner. Okay, what we then do with prompts a user to enter a site length it's actually prompts, not prompts. Okay, system.out.print enter the site. Why am I confusing site with size? They keep misprinting this word side. I keep misspelling it, okay, so let's simply declare and initialize a variable. Let's simply declare and initialize a variable called side. Scanner dot double. Okay, what you then do, what you wanna do is, okay, we split the equation into two parts and store each part of on a variable. I should perhaps make this a multi-line comment. Equation, what the heck is that? Okay, it is supposed to be a multi-line comment so that you guys can properly see. Okay, let's go double. First part is given as so we want to make first part and as 3 root 3 over 2. That is actually our first part. So that will simply be given as, let's just go 3.0 multiplied by math dot square root if you think you do know why did I decide to put a 3.0 instead of a 3, let me know in the comments, because I could have put 3 and not 3.0. This is the drum I'm talking about, right? The one I've just highlighted. Okay, that's our first part. Double. Second part is simply our second part is simply math.pow we'll have a 2 here and we'll have a side here. Of course, we could have used side multiplied by side instead of the math.pow class. However, it wouldn't make any difference on our final results. Okay. Now we wanna display the results on the console. Okay, what we simply do is we simply go the area of the hexagon is let's use printf so that we will be able to format our output. Let's just go something like %2 2.4 would do it, and put our format specifier, and then you see, and then we'll simply have first part multiplied by second part. That's pretty much it. You see, of course, we could have of course, like a student, I'm not right now, I'm not talking about student A, student B, and student C. Like any student could have had a variable to store this, right? Which will be unnecessary. Again, of course, you could put this whole thing, of course, you could combine part 1 and part 2 into a single variable, right? And then display whatever that is, right? Again, you could also do what? You could also combine these two. Make sure you don't forget your brackets though, because that's usually what messes other people's solution. Of course, you could combine these two and then not store them in a variable and simply put them right here. So that would basically mean you will only be having one variable to hold your side. I mean, with that being said, let's try to hit the run button, because we haven't yet checked our solution. Who knows, it might be incorrect, but I doubt it. Oh, let's see. Let's try to put a 5 and see what we get. A 5.5, I mean. So if you put 5.5, let's see what we get. This is the number we get, 7859. It says 785918 and not 95. again. If you think you do know where the problem might be, let me know. But it seems like I've got this. 5.5. Let's hit the run button again and go 5.5. Why did I even change this in the first place, as if it's gonna make any difference? Okay. Tell me, you guys. I just told you. I also like to hear your opinion. I don't want to make this video too long because, of course, we're missing out something tiny, and that's why you're having this value a little bit different compared to what we have here. Sometimes I make tiny mistakes and I end up being unable to see where do they come from, because as I just told you guys, I don't prepare in advance. I just go through these problems because they are pretty doable for me, right? But check this solution out, because if it was something challenging, then I would concern myself and try to give a best solution possible. But because this stuff is something that is pretty straightforward, there is no need for me to bother much about it. Besides, my main purpose is to teach you different ways of doing things. And it seems like right now this thing is messing with me. Exercise 2.6. I don't know what could possibly be the problem, but I would love it if you let me know in the comments. You see, this is a little bit different. We've got that number there. However, here we've got something else. It's 58. And here it's 59 after a decimal point. So let me know, you guys, in the comments. This is not one of those problems that I would bother myself. This is not one of those problems that I would bother myself much about, because it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't even have a star, so it's something that I cannot bother myself about that much, right? So I guess I'll see you guys on the next tutorial, but I really want to hear your opinion on what's going on here. So that's all, you guys. Cheers, folks. I'm gone.